All right, what up YouTube? Bitcoin just broke below 20,000. So there's a really good article over here on CoinDesk. We're going to dive into this article and we're going to dive into the charts. We're going to make some price predictions and see what we're seeing on the charts. So today is the day that the Feds are supposed to be dumping $47 billion to $90 billion off into the market. There's supposed to be a 0.5% rate hike, and now it's looking like it's going to be 100 basis points. So a full percent rate hike, which is just insane. The Feds are scrambling to fight inflation. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And it looks like it's just going to get worse and worse. But this is the environment that Bitcoin was designed for. Bitcoin should be thriving right now. Bitcoin should be responding, but there's also a lot of liquidations. If these whales can push price down to 17,000, maybe even 15,000, they can liquidate these Celsius positions. So that's what these whales do. That's what these big players do. They're highly incentivized to keep selling because they have enough Bitcoin to drive price down drastically. And once they drive it down to say 15,000, they liquidate all these people that were over leveraged. They get that Bitcoin on the cheap and they can start driving price back to the upside because they took all of those profits all the way down from 69K, now all the way down to 20. So now these whales that sold at the top, they can buy 3 times the amount of Bitcoin and they're just continuing to drive price down. So Market Watch on CoinDesk says Bitcoin drops towards 20K amid contagion risk in the crypto market. The asset is nearing a price level not seen since 2020 as prominent crypto firms see possible insolvencies. The Bitcoin price neared 20,000 in European hours Wednesday as it extended a 12-week slide amid macroeconomic sentiment and contagion risk from within the crypto market, data shows. Crypto lender Celsius paused all withdrawals earlier this week, citing extreme market conditions, leading to the question about the firm's liquidity. Prominent crypto fund Three Arrows faced at least $400 million in liquidations and scrambled to lower collateral levels by selling key positions this morning. Bitcoin fell to just below 22,000 level in the US hours on Tuesday. The decline gathered pace Wednesday morning, with the cryptocurrency slide under just 21,000, dropping for the 8th consecutive day and losing 30% over the past week. The crypto asset traded as low as $20,169 this morning, at levels that was last previously seen in the mid-2020s and marked Bitcoin's highs in late 2017. Current sentiment among investors remains bearish. Concerns around sharp tightening and monetary policies are weighing around financial markets, and there is trickle down into the cryptocurrency through the inflation on large institutional investors. Alex K, an FX Pro senior market analysis, said in an email to CoinDesk, "It's not surprising that Bitcoin and Ether are dragging the entire cryptocurrency market down in such an environment." The U.S. Consumer Price Index CPI reports Monday shows inflations in the world's biggest economies hit 8.6% on a year-on-year basis, 0.03 percentage points more than the expected levels at 8.3%. The data sent global markets downward earlier this week as investors priced in further rate increases and Fed rate hike. So what the Feds are doing right now is the Feds have to sell off. Originally, it was going to be $30 billion in bonds and $17.5 billion in treasuries. Rumor has it that it might be $90 billion. Now, I don't know, but Joe Brown of Heresy Financial gave us those numbers and said it was $90 billion, and he's pretty accurate on what information he puts out online. Bonds didn't expire till the 15th, so today's the 15th. Markets should be opening here in a couple hours, expecting the markets to push to the downside. Now, they could have already priced in those moves. Everybody's been anticipating these rate hikes. The market's been bleeding out. Is this going to be one of the times where the stock market rallies? Let's have a look at these charts. So this is the Fed's M1 money supply. We can see it's just been going up and straight to the right. But as of recently, we can see that this line is definitely flattening and it's almost, went completely sideways. Now that's the M1 money supply. Taking a look at the M2 money supply, it's hard to say. It looks like we're still going straight up, but no, we have started to tighten. So we can see that the Fed's monetary policy went from 21.809 to 21.728. So what is that, like a few $1 billion out of the market as they need to take off $17 trillion out of supply. And when we see this number going down, guys, this is when we're going to start to long it. When the overnight reserve purchase agreement, the reverse repo, we're up to $2.2 trillion. So this is money that the Feds have sitting on the sidelines that at any point, if they want to stimulate the economy, if they want to dump money out in the market, they don't have to ask. They don't have to do anything. This is their reserve repo. This is the money that they have sitting on the sidelines that they can do anything they want with. So, I mean, Bitcoin is pretty much free falling right now. I personally just became a whole coiner. I bet against Bitcoin every time. I told myself I wasn't doing it this time. So I finally got myself one whole Bitcoin. Now the question remains is, do I want to get two whole Bitcoin, or do I want to start putting money into an asset like Kadena that can definitely, I mean, Kadena, look at Kadena at $1.50 right now. Kadena is holding its own against Bitcoin in this entire market. And this is extremely impressive considering Bitcoin fell another $4,000 and Kadena didn't break past 135. This one crypto right here, if you guys are new to the channel, is the future of this entire industry. It's going to change everything we knew about the world. If you guys haven't saw my Kadena playlist, check it out. So taking a look at Bitcoin levels, right? Like these RSI levels, we haven't seen RSI levels down this low since March of 2020. And this is the time when RSI bottoms out and Bitcoin normally rallies. So how far is Bitcoin going to go down? I don't know. Are these whales just chasing liquidity? Kind of what it seems like, but that's the scary part about crypto is you never know. But every time the market gets like this, every time people start thinking Bitcoin's done for good and this is the farthest it's going to come down, and it always rallies, it always survives. But you know, it is Bitcoin. We know that Bitcoin can evolve to meet the demands of global real-world adoption. Even with the Lightning Network, they will inherently hit limitations to how far they can scale that network by the design, because they need a coding language that is superior. You would have needed to build a coding language that was designed to build a blockchain that can meet the demands of global real-world adoption. I think that Bitcoin maxis and Kadena maxis should all be working together to see how they can work together. Bitcoin and Kadena together would be unstoppable. Bitcoin as the store of value, Kadena as the scalability smart contract coding language with the same level of decentralization as Bitcoin. So I would love to put those contexts into play. I would love to see the Kadena team and the Bitcoin team working together, because I think together they would be unstoppable, and no government, no power, no elite, no ivory tower could stop them. And I think if they both work independently. So taking a look at Bitcoin, we have a key level right here at 16,295. We also have another key level here at 19,500 range. Bitcoin has never came down to a previous peak of a previous bull run. So because Bitcoin put in a new all-time high over here at 19,500, if Bitcoin hits 19,500, that would technically be the first time in history that Bitcoin has ever returned to the previous peak of a previous bull run. And we didn't hit there yet, but it is dang close. The thing is, like, at what point Bitcoin's supposed to be a hedge against inflation? This is what Bitcoin is supposed to be designed for. These are the market conditions where Bitcoin's supposed to be thriving. Bitcoin gets its value from being a store of value, but Bitcoin is not storing any value right now. Over the last year, you are losing more money holding Bitcoin than you are holding fiat. And that's sad. So even with inflation, Bitcoin's not doing its job. So that's the only thing that worries me is, are people going to start to go, well, you know, Bitcoin was supposed to store value and it's not. Kadena is storing value right now, because Kadena has the ability to be Bitcoin, but programmable. It uses less energy. It's able to scale. It's equally as decentralized. And it was designed for global adoption. So if there's any one cryptocurrency that could actually give these governments a run for their money, it's Kadena. And that's why I think Bitcoin needs to be seriously continuing to work with Kadena and understanding how that they can leverage both technologies together to do what we wanted crypto to do, because together by themselves they can't. And I think that's one of Bitcoin's biggest downfalls is they're always anti every other crypto. And before Kadena, I understood why. Now you have a cryptocurrency that meets the standards of decentralization that Bitcoin would have wanted. The same people that helped Satoshi build Bitcoin helped Kadena build Kadena. So do me a favor, guys, drop some comments below. What crypto do you think? Do you think Bitcoin and Kadena should work together? Which one is your favorite? And if you guys did not get my warning videos, guys, look out. Ethereum is done. Solana is done. Avalanche is done. These other cryptocurrencies that are ERC20 that did ICOs that can't scale. Be very careful, because times are about to get tough and those assets are going to get hit with regulations, and they're going to get hit with old outdated technology. By the time we come out of this crypto winter, most likely a majority of these assets will be 99% off and they won't be rallying. Hey, you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, then check out my Kadena playlist. This one blockchain is going to change every aspect of life as we know it. And then come join us live on my second YouTube channel. Love you guys.